by the runner from Thailand in the final stride. At the conclusion of the track meet, the winner of each event was given a gold medal. Okay.
The format measuration of a standing field of runners is one exciting from start to finish. The runners from Spain took the lead in the early part of the race. He held the lead into the final turn, only to be overtaken by the runner from Thailand. In the final stride, at the conclusion of the track, be the winner of each event was given a gold medal.
A gold medal. Right, very good. The 400-meter race had an outstanding field of runners. Okay.
The 400-meter race had an outstanding field of runners. It was exciting from start to finish. The runner from Spain took the lead in the early part of the race. He held the lead into the final turn, only to be overtaken by the runner from Thailand in the final stride. At the conclusion of the track meet, the winner of each event was given a gold medal.
Right, very good. The winner of each event was given a gold medal. The runner from Spain took the lead in the early part of the race. Took the lead in the early part of the race. Okay.
The 400-meter race had an outstanding field of runners. It was exciting from start to finish. The runner from Spain took the lead in the early part of the race. He held the lead into the final turn, only to be overtaken by the runner from Thailand in the final stride. At the conclusion of the track, the winner of each event was given a gold medal.
Right, very good. Good job. The winner of each event was given a gold medal. Okay, sir.
The 400 meter race had an outstanding field of runners. Was exciting from start to finish. The runner from Spain took the lead in the early part of the race. He held the lead into the final turn, only to be overtaken by the runner from Thailand in the final stride. At the conclusion of the track, the winner of each event was given a gold medal.
Was given a gold medal. Very good. Good job. So we had the 400-meter race, 100 meters, 1,500 meters. This one happened to be 400 meters, usually one lap of a track, a racing track. 400-meter race had an outstanding field. What is the field? An outstanding field.
Field foreigner, in ground foreign.
A place to work in a good way.
The field, the outstanding field, was the number of runners in the race were very good. Let's say there were 8 runners in the race. That was the field of 8. And they were the top runners from their country, let's say. Thailand, Spain, and 6 other countries were represented by outstanding runners from their countries. A field, the group in the race. It was exciting from start, the gun, boom, go, to the finish. The runner from Spain took the lead in the early part of the race. That's the first 200 meters, he was ahead. He held the lead. He stayed in the lead until the final turn, the last turn around into what they refer to as the home stretch, the final stage of the race. only to be overtaken by the runner from Thailand in the final strides. As they approached the wire, the end of the race, the Spanish runner was ahead. He was ahead. The Thai runner came closer and closer and closer. And in the last few strides before the end of the race, the Thai runner took the lead. The final strides, maybe the last 6 or 7 steps of the race, he got ahead. At the conclusion of the track meet, the whole series of events that were held would be considered the track meet. There was a 100-meter race, there was the 400-meter race, there was a 1,500-meter race, there was a high jump, there was a pole vault, and other events that were held during the track meet. The winner of each of the events, the races, the field events, the shot put, maybe throwing, the pole vault, things like that, each of the winners of the event were given a gold medal prize. The L sound, it's got to stop with the read. No, lead. Took the read, no, took the lead. Lead. Early part of the race. Race, not lace, not the early part of the lace. Lace? No, race. Race, lead, race. R-L are very tricky sounds for some people, so concentrate on that, and you get away from saying, took the read. No, he took the lead. Any questions about the pronunciation, the vocabulary, or the word usage? Everything understood. Pronunciation, perfect. Yeah, right.
Totally clear.
Totally clear. Pronunciation, shaky. Shaky. Yeah, concentrate on L's, R's, and V's. Those are the tricky sounds for some people. Lead, not read. Lead. He took the lead. Everybody wants to say he took the read, but he took the lead. Any other questions about it?
There are 3 positions: a winner and first runner-up and second runner-up.
Yeah, and if it was a horse race, how would that be?
First winner got.
And the second would be horse race. Horse race.
Beautiful contest.
A horse race? You know, a horse race? A horse race? Do they have a racetrack in Bangkok? Horse races?
Yes, we have.
I know, I've been there.
Yeah.
But the fact is that, so horse racing is not totally unheard of in Bangkok, I don't think.
Near Parliament.
Yeah.
Near Parliament, big field. Horse race.
In a horse race, win, first horse, second horse, place, third horse, win, place, and show. Win, place, and show. First, second, third. If you want to buy a ticket to gamble on one of the races, you would say $100 baht ticket on number 6 to win, or a $500 baht ticket on number 6 to place. In other words, come in second. You can bet on all that kind of stuff. Win, place, and show. First, second, and third.
Place it means second or third.
Second is place. Third is show. Win, place, and show.
Teacher, when the contest of Miss Universe or Diamond contest is beautiful, he announced the first winner and the second runner-up, third runner-up.
So the second runner-up, third runner-up. That could be a contest, like the beauty contest or something. Yeah, something like that. Second.
But in a hot list is not called second or third.
No, I mean, obviously there is a second horse, a second runner, but it's place. Win, place, and show. First, second, third, win, place, show.
Could you write teacher? Spell. We never been to horse racing.
Win,
Win.
place,
Place.
1, 2, 3. Win, place, and show. You could make a bet on a horse number 4, $100 baht, win, place, and show. 100, 100, 100. Whatever. Win, place, and show. There are many, many terms in racing.
This is the one of the number you can win, right? One of the win, either win or place or show.
Right.
You get the money.
Yeah, if you bet the right way. If you bet the horse to win and he comes in second, sorry. No. But if you bet the horse to come in second and he comes in first or second, yes. So the safe bet would be to bet him to show, to come in third.
So you have to buy.
But to bet, you have to buy win, place, and show tickets. But if he comes in third and you've got a win ticket, you lose. If you've got a place ticket, you lose. But if you have a show ticket, you win. Not as much for place or show as for win, but still something. You didn't lose everything. Race, lead. Pronunciation, very important. Any other questions? Okay. 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 The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month. So his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The groom's friends congratulated him. When one of the last guests to arrive entered the room, he stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party." The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month, so his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The groom's friends congratulated him. When one of the last guests to arrive entered the room, he stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party." Okay.
The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month, so his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The groom's friends congratulated him. When one of the last guests to arrive entered the room, he stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where's the girl?" The host smiled and says, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party."
This is a stag party. Called out to the host. Called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party." Okay, good job. Go ahead.
The young man's wedding was scheduled
scheduled
for next month, so his friend decided to have a stay party at a nearby restaurant, private room, to celebrate the
upcoming
upcoming event. The group friend congratulated him, where one of the last guests to arrive enter the room, stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't guess the idea. There are no girls. This is a stay party.
stag
Stay
party.
party.
Stag party. Okay.
The young woman's opening was just scheduled for next month, so his friend decided to have a stay party.
Stag party.
A stay party and a nearby restaurant. Private room to couple
Celebrate
the upcoming event. The girls' room finished
congratulated him
when one of the last guests to arrive and enter the room. He stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party.
Stag party. The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month. So his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. Okay.
The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month, so his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The groom's friend congratulated him when one of the last guests to arrive entered the room. He stood in silence, looking around, and then called out the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party."
This is a stag party. Right, very good. Decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The groom's friends congratulated him when one of the last guests to arrive entered the room. He stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party." Okay.
The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month, so his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The groom's friends congratulated him. When one of the last guests to arrive entered the room, they stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host. "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party."
This is a stag party. Very good. The groom's friends congratulated him. When one of the last guests to arrive entered the room, he stood in silence looking around and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You obviously don't get the idea. There are no girls. This is a stag party." Okay.
The young man's wedding was scheduled for next month, so his friend decided to have a stag party at a nearby restaurant's private room to celebrate the upcoming event. The room's friend congratulated him when one of the last guests to arrive entered the room. He stood in silence, looking around, and then called out to the host, "Where are the girls?" The host smiled and said, "You